If you're born in the years 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, if you don't know whose director you're watching on the screen, it's simply you don't know about action movies. Because he was one of the most popular action stars of those years. Hello, I'm Black Stern. Welcome to Black Stern TV. And without further ado, let's begin. Michael Joseph Stephen Dudikoff Jr. was born on October 8, 1954 in Redondo Beach, California. His parents were Michael Joseph Stephen Dudikoff Sr., who was a former Russian military man, and Rita T. Girardin, a French-Canadian pianist. The couple moved to California and had 4 children. The fourth, Michael Jr., was diagnosed with dyslexia. Michael Dudikoff completed his high school studies at Redondo Union High School. He enrolled in university and graduated in psychology, specializing mainly in child psychology. He worked out of rehabilitation centers for abused youth called scenarios. Michael Dudikoff worked as model of different important brands. One day in California, a man invited him to make a walkway in a shopping center. One day during lunch, Michael Dudikoff served to Max Evans, a fashion editor at the Scroll magazine, who was accompanied by some others, and Evans asked Michael Dudikoff to participate in a fashion show in Newport Beach, and his mother convinced him to try his luck. After some successful fashion shows, Dudikoff hired a fashion agent from Los Angeles. And soon Michael Dudikoff became a high fashion model working for brands like Calvin Klein, GQ, and others. Dudikoff also started to make commercials for Coca-Cola in Japan, 3Dex, and others. But his opportunity to be an actor didn't arrive until 1978 in the successful series Dallas, where he got a secondary role in an episode. And after that, he got a role as the first boyfriend of Joanne in the TV show Happy Days.
You decide. Not for Bunny or Polly or Vanessa or anybody else. You don't want to go? No.
During that time, Michael Dudikoff got secondary roles in multiple series, like The Best Little Girl in the World, Star of the Family, Cobra, North and South, and others. In 1985, Canon Company offered the main role of the movie American Ninja to Chuck Norris, but he turned it down. Because of that, the company held a casting to find who would star in the film. A lot of actors showed up, but only one stood out more than the rest. And that one was Michael Dudikoff, and Michael Dudikoff became the main star in American Ninja:
The Confrontation.
If you appreciate this content, please give a super thumbs up to this video. Leave a comment, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Black StarenTV. Also turn on the notification bell for you never miss any of my new uploads. It doesn't cost absolutely nothing. It's completely for free. You also can follow me on my other social media platforms under the same name, Black StarenTV. The links are in the description below. Thank you in advance from this humble servant for your support and helping the community grow. And having said those words, let's continue. Canon Company also gave him starring roles in other movies, both actions and non-actions. That's why in 1986, Dudikoff starred Avenging Force.
Until Michael Dudikoff, star of American Ninja, became the Avenging Force.
In 1987, Dudikoff backed to star American Ninja 2.
The Way of the Ninja. Now, a soldier on a suicide mission.
In 1998, Michael Dudikoff gave life to an American soldier in the war film, Platoon Leader.
It ain't. His uniform made him a lieutenant.
In 1989, Canon Company offered to Michael Dudikoff the starring role in the movie American Ninja 3. but he refused it to not be typecast in the role, and then they had to replace him with David Bradley.
You made the cover of Inside Karate this month.
This Cunningham is in our way. He's ninja.
Thrust into a dangerous arena of double.
In 1989, while David Bradley was starring American Ninja 3, Michael Dudikoff was starring River Death.
A place where great fortunes can still be found.
We are talking about the lost city you may have found up the Rio de Morte, mister.
The action and suspense movie Midnight Ride in 1990.
It began as a trip to freedom.
I've done it.
In 1991, Michael Dudikoff back, and with David Bradley together, they starred American Ninja 4.
Dudikoff, David Bradley, together, or the Annihilation.
In the same year, Dudikoff starred the action and war movie The Human Shield.
He returned to a land where enemies are forever.
I'm not supposed to be it.
The action and comedy movie Rescue Me in 1992.
Great sheep until a pair of kidnappers made a big mistake.
The action and thrill film Soldier Boys in 1995. In the same year, in 1995, Michael Dudikoff starred the action and science fiction movie Cyberjack.
God, we'll be lucky if I even return his phone call. You activated the intrusion system.
Done deal, coach. Ain't nobody coming any.
In 1996, Michael Dudikoff starred the action and thrill film Moving Target.
McLean is the last of a dying breed.
You know, being a bounty hunter and having a family just doesn't make sense.
In the same year, Michael Dudikoff starred the first part of the film Bounty Hunters.
Michael Dudikoff, the star of American Ninja and Virtual Assassin, is back in a new action hit.
In 1997, Michael Dudikoff starred the second part of the film Bounty Hunter 2 Hardball.
Michael Dudikoff, Lisa Howard. And have I got a surprise for you?
In the same year, Dudikoff rescued a kidnapped submarine in the action and thrill film Crash Dive.
Froze manually.
And I'm retired. A man on his final mission.
Name's Carter. I'm on your side.
In 1998, Michael Dudikoff became a lover and lawyer of a woman accused of murdering her own husband in the drama and thrill film In Her Defense.
I didn't mean.
In 2002, Michael Dudikoff became in a Los Angeles cop who participated in a cast of reality show, in which the contestants have to hunt a treasure in an island and the prize is $10 million. In the action and thrill film Gale Force and many more films.
The biggest surprise. Hurricane warnings, gale force will take everyone by storm.
Or typhoon will be good for the rate.
I didn't mention all Michael Dudikoff's movies in this video because the video would be too long. But I mentioned most of his movies, mainly his most popular movies. Michael Joseph Stephen Dudikoff is versatile in any type of role that he plays, regardless of the genre of the film, without a doubt one of the best action stars. Michael Dudikoff entertained a lot of people with his movies in the 80s, 90s, and also at the beginning of the 2000s. In an era where the smartphones and tablets didn't exist like nowadays. In an era where only the TV, the radio, the video games, and the improvised games existed to have fun. Even nowadays, he doesn't appear in movies like before, but still being one of the most remembered actors from 80s and 90s, leaving a great legacy as actor and also as action star. At the moment, Michael Dudikoff is 69 and lives a quiet life, live in a great and beautiful mansion. He is married to an Asian woman named Belle Dudikoff and have a beautiful family with her. Now tell me in the comment how much do you remember about Michael Dudikoff. Which one of all his movies is your favorite movie? Tell me what do you like and dislike about his movies. And also tell me in the comments if Michael Dudikoff is your favorite actor. Don't forget to give a super like to the video, comment, share, follow me on other social media with the same name, StarenTV. Subscribe to the channel for you ever be aware of every video I upload. I appreciate and value every like, comment, share, follow, subscribe in the same way I appreciate and value your presence. Already we have reached the end of the video and haven't spoken those words. Until the next video, bye.